And finally, new rule, Republicans have to stop pretending they hate it when celebrities give their political opinions. Please, you're the party that made Reagan president. It's not our fault that your celebrities are Ted Nugent, Pat Sajak, and Donald Trump. James Woods, his last credit was on a MasterCard bill. Scott Baio, the only thing he's been in recently that made headlines was his co-star. Antonio Sabato Jr. was an underwear model who all the other underwear models referred to as the dumb one. And after he spoke at the last Republican convention, he claimed he was blacklisted in Hollywood. Blacklisted? Blacklist would be an upgrade. He wasn't on any list. He'd be lucky to get on a do not call list. You'd have to run him into show business. And he's running for Congress now, as is clueless actress Stacey Dash, who was also in the movie Clueless. At Obama's inaugural gala, he had Beyoncé, Springsteen, Sheryl Crow, Bon Jovi, Mellencamp, Usher, Stevie Wonder, Garth Brooks, Tom Hanks, Denzel, and U2. Trump's inauguration had Jackie Ivanko and the rock band 3 Doors Down, as in 3 Doors Down from Fame. And then there's Dana Lash, who America has come to know as the fiery voice of the NRA, blaming gun violence and all our problems on Hollywood and its liberalism.
They use their movie stars and singers and comedy shows and award shows to repeat their narrative over and over again. Fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. Who hurt you, Danica Patrick? What you may not know about Dana Lash is that before her job as NRA spokesmodel, she was a show business wannabe, a homemaker in St. Louis with a mommy blog and a radio show and dreams of TV stardom. NCIS producer Paul Gio says that 10 years ago, Dana pitched him a sitcom starring herself as, quote, a hot young mom who does a far-right radio show. Think Frasier meets Awful. And you know what? If only they had made that sitcom, today, she might be a completely normal person. Instead, we're all getting the clenched fist of truth because show business gave her the raised finger of fuck off. The same thing happened to both the founder of the right-wing Breitbart website, Andrew Breitbart, who admits he came to Hollywood with the hope that I'd eventually become a comedy writer, and to his successor there, Steve Bannon, also a showbiz reject who didn't have the talent to cut it here and so spent the rest of his life hating Hollywood and, by extension, all liberals. In his memoir, Breitbart mentions Reagan 6 times and me 34 times. True. He called celebrities elitist pestilence with their cocktail parties on the West Side. God, I fucking hate them, he said. Which is funny because, you know, for years, you know who I'd always see at cocktail parties on the West Side? Andrew Breitbart. Oh, he hated Hollywood, hated it, mostly from his home in America's heartland, Brentwood. As for Bannon, George Clooney remembers him as, quote, a schmuck who literally tried everything he could to sell scripts, including, this is true, a rap musical of Shakespeare's Coriolanus.
What?
Think Hamilton, but instead of founding fathers, Romans, and instead of cultural phenomenon, piece of shit. Bannon lost his shirt on that deal, but luckily he was wearing 3 more. But trust me, if Bannon could have sold a screenplay or Breitbart a sitcom, they wouldn't have ended up ranting and raving about cocktail parties on the West Side. They'd be attending them. And in Bannon's case, finishing the drinks people left on the table. Including the ones with a cigarette in them. And so... that is why I implore tonight all Hollywood execs, next time a conservative comes to you with a really dumb idea for a movie or a TV show, just fucking do it. We need affirmative action for Republicans in show business. They're not good enough to make it on their own, but if we give them a leg up, maybe they won't take their rejection out on the whole country. Huh, people?